I met with Dr. Banana today. I told him about the CPS and how Graybeard told me not to worry about it, that the food chain is 5 miles long and on every link a heart does dangle. Nana said, "Isn't that a quote from a Joan Baez song, Silver Dagger?" And I said, "Yes, I believe it is." He said, "Does that song have meaning for you?" And I said, "No." So anyway, we talked some more about my troubles and how they affect my lack of functioning in human society, which we are euphemistically addressing as my intonation issues. And I asked him quite bluntly, if I am having trouble with my social cues with other humans, shouldn't I be seeing a human therapist? To which Dr. Nana answered with equal bluntness, "You tell me." I thought about it, and I think maybe it's okay. Maybe it's even better. Working on my relationships with a banana slug sort of reduces the components of my interactions with humans to a more essential level. For example, okay, I don't have an example, but I'm sure there is one. I can't think of it, but I'm pretty sure there is a good example. Maybe. Dr. Banana asked me about my marriage. I said it was fine and that I wasn't there for marriage counseling. He said, "Wow, that sounded very avoiding. Are you sure you're not being defensive?" And I said, if I wanted to avoid, I would say something like, "Yeah, no, my moorage is fine. The docks are solid, the seals are a little aggressive, but the marina has a pump out service with the liveaboard fee, which is like awesome." The reason I said I wasn't there for marriage counseling is because I feel like my marriage is the only relationship I am comfortable in right now. And while I don't mind talking about it, even happy talking about it, I just don't want to get off track. Dr. Banana said, "Oh, I'm sorry. Do you have a train to catch? Are my rates so fucking high that you can't take 5 fucking minutes and give me a little background information on the one, and I might add the one and only relationship that is working for you? Do you think I was being gratuitous or off point to ask for just a little goddamn information? I'm trying to diagnose you, and all I get are like talking seals and shit. Come on, work with me." Wow, dude. Excusez-moi. What would you like to know? Dr. Banana said, "Just say the first thing that comes to mind." I said, "About my marriage." "Well, okay, let's see. We do this thing that I call our sitting next to each other thing, where we sit next to each other, hence the name. For example, we did it tonight when he came home from work. We sat next to each other. He caught up with the kids, we had dinner, and all the while, we sat next to each other. Then we kept sitting next to each other. I love it. Sometimes we talk and share things, make plans, but both of us are pretty burnt out right now, so mostly we just sit like that, sit next to each other. We hold hands sometimes, maybe look at each other, but we don't really say anything. I feel like it's good practice for when we die and get buried next to each other." Wait, that sounds really macabre and wrong, I think. Is it wrong? I'm just saying it feels peaceful and quiet there, sitting next to him. And when I am sitting there next to him, I feel like I have moved on to a better place. And I am survived by my children, whose actual chances for surviving me go up considerably the more I can sit next to my husband and feel good. Dr. B said, "I'm glad to hear you feel that way." I said, "There's one more thing. Sometimes when I'm not sitting next to him, I pretend that I'm sitting next to him."